What is up, guys? This is Dan here from Red Rum, bringing you another video. Red Rum Spearfishing in the Florida Keys. I'm actually coming up from a descent here, and I'm seeing a barracuda with a fish in his mouth. We had been fishing with rod and reel a little bit before we dove in, and kept getting broke off, and happened to be there's a couple cudas down there taking our bait. Now here was one of my next descents. Kind of caught it a little late, but I didn't loosen the drag on the reel, and so I hit the fish, but the spear did not go far enough to penetrate him. So it happens, but I reload it and I get ready for the next one. I want to thank you all for watching. These videos take time, but if you like them, please hit that subscribe button, please hit that like button, and go ahead and hit that notification bell. That way you can be alerted whenever we release new videos. But here I'm going down on my second drop. Go ahead and do my breathe up. I go ahead and make my way down there because I can see some fish in the distance. Now they look like red snapper. That's what we're out here for. We're way out west of Key West, towards what's called the tower. We had hit a little wreck along the way, specifically trying to find these red snapper. And what do you know? Now I was about midway through my descent and about to come up because I didn't see much, and that thing, as you can see, just made a beeline for me. It was just super curious. Now it's really, cliche of a red snapper because they're very territorial and they're known to be very aggressive fish. So of course he was coming up to check me out and see what I was. Wrong person to be checking out, buddy. Here's Rowan with a nice red snapper. He had gone down on a drop right after I did. Plugged a nice one. Now again, I hit the GoPro late, but here's another nice red snapper I plugged. He was about the same size as the one that Rowan got, a little bit beefier than the last. We're only allowed, X amount of red snapper on the boat, so pretty much called it quits after this one. That was a nice one to kind of end the spearing on because we wanted to try to catch a couple on rod and reel. There's a little slow-mo, show you the size of that nice, beautiful fish.
I need pictures of this one.
Now here we are at the W Tower. The W Tower, like I said, it's a little bit north of the Dry Tortugas, about 70 miles or so out, northwest of Key West. Now, these towers are amazing. They were operated by the Air Force at some point. I don't know if they're still being maintained. As you can hear, they are still beeping, so they must be. But just go ahead and look at that coral growth that you can see on those legs. That is something that is absolutely amazing. I mean, we are out here in true blue water, and that growth is just absolute tropical coral. Something that maybe you'd see on the Great Barrier Reef or definitely in the Caribbean. I'm scoping out. There's probably some mangrove snapper or gray snapper on these. You can actually see quite a few of them, and I was surprised because they look smaller from a distance, but when you get closer up, you can see they're a little bit more beefier than they appear. As you can see, I'm pulling this guy away from the wreck. His natural thing is he wants to get tangled up in that tower. Keep him away. On my descent, bring him up. Nice one. Had to catch my breath there a second. I'll just go ahead and swim him over to the boat.
There's like 3 of them.
It tried to eat a triggerfish.
Rowan mentioned there was a few Jewfish down there. Goliath grouper. Alright, so we reload it. Kind of checking out this tower again. Little do I know something amazing is about to happen. You can kind of see in the distance there, the outline of the mouth.
There's a whale shark! Hey, there's a whale shark!
I knew instantly what it was.
Whale shark!
Now I waved to him, hopefully to signify that I was a non-predatory animal, no threat to him, and as you can see, he kind of shook his head back at me, which was absolutely amazing. Just the size of this animal's insane, and you know, he was, I'd say, all of 40-50 feet. He wasn't even a full-grown one. I bet he was adolescent size, but they get much bigger. So beautiful. So blessed to have seen this. Again, if you like this content, please go ahead and like the video, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell.
I don't know.
Really helps out.
It's amazing. You brought it to fruition.
Now, Captain Dale there did say in the morning, man, all we need to do to make this day is see a nice whale shark. And he said that because he thought there'd be cobia on it. Well, there was no cobia, but what a beautiful and amazing experience. So after that, you know, we kind of took a few more drops and didn't see much. So we headed over to the next spot. Another tower. Now there's a few of these towers in the Gulf. You know, they're out there, but they make their way all the way up the Gulf Coast of Florida.
That's insane.
This one's still beeping. You actually may recognize it from one of our previous videos. We did some grouper fishing out there when it was closed in state waters, open in federal. So now we're jumping in, and now technically we did do another run past the tower. We didn't see too much at that tower. There was actually a couple mangrove snapper that Ben and Rowan had shot, which was nice. And they did see a big bull shark, about a 500-pounder, bigger than that guy. For this drop, I went ahead and it's about 90 feet. Barking at the sharks can be a tactic to kind of scare them away, show them who's dominant in the waters. You're definitely in their playground, but there isn't any reason that you can't be the big bully on that playground sometimes.
What, Graham?
Not as big as the one.
No.
Yeah, we gotta go. I'm glad you guys checked it out.
Yeah, I got down there pretty far.
Some ATs. You couldn't see the rest.
I was getting close. My wind's good right now. I can get down there. Whew, thank you.
So back topside, this was either on the same spot or we went to another small spot. Same thing, looking for the red snapper.
Sharp jerking motion.
Yeah. Flack makes the fish relax, so have a lot of.
We had to get either one or two more in the boat to have the limit. So that's what we think Ben has on here.
Gaff?
And actually one of our other anglers in the back corner hooked up simultaneously, so we had double hookup. And there you go, a nice fat red snapper.
What's over here?
Two of them.
Yeah.
Now it ended up that was kind of the limit on the snapper, but there's plenty of mangroves down there. So we still kept dropping some baits, and sure enough, ended the day with a nice mangrove snapper. Now actually the fishing had kind of calmed down a little bit, and we knew why. Ben decided to jump in and get some footage of these magnificent animals. Some porpoises, some dolphins. Whatever you want to call them, there's a baby and a mama. Now, they were very skeptical of Ben at first. You can even see kind of the way these other dolphins come in, they're staring at him, and if you listen close enough, you'll hear them. They're pinging him with their echolocation. Just amazing. These animals are so smart, but look at them, they're staring them down. We were like, Ben, you better be careful, buddy. They look like they're trying to attack you. But we were close to a wreck, and we saw this shrimper. Threw in some bait to see if there's any tuna around, but we didn't get any bites. Decided to just call it a day. Thank you all for watching. Glad you tuned in. Until next time, Daniel from Red Rum Spearfishing, out.